So I got it running. I'm lucky to get it running. And we can see that the check engine light is flashing. We all know from doing basic mechanics, what does this mean? We got a misfire. So I'm loading up the scan tool, my free scan tool. Shout out. My good folks, how we doing today? Let's get them likes up. Even though I don't, y'all be liking my shit, that's fine. Get them likes up, get them comments up, get them shares up, get them every goddamn thing up. My name is Leek. I know y'all tired of me doing that. Let's get straight to the point. So, we got my stepfather's car up in here. And we got a 2015, 2016 Buick Enclave. I believe it's a 15. I'll correct it in the description as always. We got a situation where it was sent to another shop. We even got parts in. You can see that it was parts in the back seat. Things were replaced. At another shop, spent some time there. Let's just summarize everything. I got it. We're gonna get it running. It ain't nothing I ain't never seen before. Let's put some gloves on. I got it out there running. I need to get some air in the tire, do a few things, blow some leaves off, some branches and whatnot, and then gonna make a few cycles, see if I can get some check engine lights to appear, because I had to charge the battery up. And I'm done talking. Do what the hell I said, and let's proceed, and we got some content for y'all. So I got it running. I'm lucky to get it running. And we can see that the check engine light is flashing. We all know from doing basic mechanics, what does this mean? We got a misfire. So I'm loading up the scan tool, my free scan tool. Shout out to whatever company launched, whatever representative emailed me. I did a review on this, and this is bi-directional. Let me go through my settings real quick. All right, so I pulled up which cylinders could be misfiring. Looks like we got every cylinder is misfiring randomly. It's not like consistent. So we got small counts. It's nothing crazy. If we would have had like timing issues, I would have had codes. I don't even have timing codes. So the codes that the computer is giving me: P2228, P2119, P0300. We know what that is because we got the flashing engine light. And then we got the P0113. So these codes is going to be tricky for you if you got these codes, but at least I got an idea what could make these codes produce the way it's producing. Now I reconnected the high pressure fuel pump, so let's watch it go up. So that would be this right here. I can't even get the angle right for y'all. Let's watch it. So sound kind of off noise wise. I don't know if you guys can hear a ticket. It's ramping up more now, starting to get louder. Then it levels off right here. Alright. It's like it's able to sneak in there. Don't ask me how. I got always the Pittsburgh wobble socket. Always be the trick to me. Make sure you guys got safety glasses on. I already depressurized this. And you're trying to get that depressurize it, I imagine, your process, but we're not going to talk about that. I ain't your goddamn father is what the hell I'm saying from this goddamn view. So I'm working the bottom bolt off, and I'm just going to let it drop down. This thing is hot, H-O-T hot. Under the vehicle, this is what I did. I separated the pipe. The stud on the other side did snap. I don't know if you guys can see that. It broke, so I'm going to heat it up and then punch it out. Good thing it's splined in there, so it won't take me much to get it out. So like I said, I went and I peeked inside of the catalytic converter. There's a filter inside. I can't get the angle because of the camera. I don't want to heat up any more bolts that I don't have to. When I get to the point of diagnosing something, I literally stop. I don't continue. But I was able to see that was debris on the back side of it, which let me believe that in the very front we got a bunch of debris. So let's start it up, and I want y'all to hear it. I made some goddamn progress with this damn Enclave. It is the next day for me. I had went and go pick up a part. I went to Brooklyn, New York. While I was out there, I went to go visit my bro out there. So
I always need an excuse. If I'm going out there, I go visit bro. As long as it's in Brooklyn, we there. So I went and got a high pressure fuel pump. The crazy part is, this is a brand new pump, the original pump, and I needed a process of elimination situation because I was keen on having a fuel issue. So one of the things I did do, because nothing never made sense to me and I was really thinking super hard. So I heard some noise, right? I don't know if you heard it in the clip. You heard something rattling or popping or like a high pitch or something going on, and I said unburnt fuel is still in the exhaust or whatever. That came from the Bank 2 catalytic converter. Something in my head, but I was thinking, oh, if there's unburnt fuel sitting in there, this thing got to be clogged. So what did I do? So I separate the pipe from the that connects to the rear of the exhaust to the catalytic converter from the rear bank itself. And I didn't do it from the O2 sensor, the upstream. I just did it from where the flange connects at to the manifold itself. As soon as I disconnected, I peeked in there with a flashlight and I was able to see debris and the filter itself. So went and start the vehicle. Now we don't stall. Now we idle good. It's just that we got an exhaust leak. Let's turn it on. All right, I'm going to open the garage some because I need to breathe in here. The exhaust smells like really atrocious in here. It's horrible. But like I said, me hearing that like the unburnt fuel still like burning up in the inside, like making a pop noise in the exhaust, like a high pitched pop noise a little bit, that pointed me in the catalytic converter direction. Bank 2, because that's where I heard it at the most. Now, this thing is idling good. It's not shaking at all. Before it was putting, it ain't putting. So what are we gonna do? We need a Bank 2 catalytic converter. This produced it codes for me, but no codes that would have pointed me in the direction of a catalytic converter. You can't always depend on a 420 or 430 code because it works when it's supposed to work. A clogged cat sometimes might not show up on a 420. I've had that happen before, but mostly when it's clogged, it won't give you anything to a starting point far as diagnosing. Me, luckily, I have experience with this. Make me cough. I have experience with this. Like for instance, the Nissan Altima did the same thing. That's why I was thinking like super hard. But this is a Buick Enclave and this is 6 cylinders. It's got to be something retarded. But we knew all cylinders was misfiring. All in all, I had to do process of elimination. So I replaced the high pressure fuel pump. That didn't solve the issue. I thought it was that. I'm sorry. Sometimes when you're doing this, nobody's perfect. It happens. The thing is, I do my job at the end of the day. That's all that matters. So once my job gets done, we move forward. So we can move forward. If you want to get a high pressure fuel pump, that thing's expensive. That's on you. But like I said, for me, we had an issue with the rear catalytic converter being clogged out. What I know that the mechanic did replace prior to this, he replaced the mass airflow sensor, the throttle body, all ignition coils, spark plugs, might have been a few other things he replaced. None of that solved anything. The only thing I replaced was the high pressure fuel pump. I needed to know if we didn't have an issue or not with fueling. My fuel pressure data was like retarded, goofy. That's why I felt like I wanted to get a high pressure fuel pump just off of working with the scan tool. I don't have a picoscope, oscilloscope, or whatever lab scope up in here. I work with what I got and educational theories and putting 2 to 2 together. But how I also knew that it was an issue besides me hearing the noise from the, let me turn it off. Oh my God, this thing. How I knew that it was an issue from the noise and the unburnt fuel being like burnt in the exhaust. One of the things I saw that the fuel trims, you make a comparison between Bank 1 and Bank 2. Now Bank 1 was mixing good. The issue for me was Bank 2. And we had that up, it was super high, as if there was like some type of vacuum leak going on or whatever. I knew something wasn't right. So between those two evidence pointed me into checking Bank 2, which I did. And we're going to see if we can get a catalytic converter today because I need this vehicle going like pronto. This concludes the video. I appreciate you guys watching my I'm all over the place. I tell you, when I work on cars, I mostly freestyle, so I sometimes don't have a specific order. I'm sorry, I can't. Could have been done faster, but then again, I'm not sorry, because what the hell I'm apologizing to y'all asses for. Leekautorepair 2016 Buick Enclave 3.6 all-wheel drive. Not that matters, but we had running condition and we had codes that had nothing to do with nothing. All right, check this out, and we're gonna do the inspection. I'll show you what the filter looks like in the inside. Let's get this opened up. You don't need power tools for this. Don't try to use no hand tools. I already busted my dang my finger. Stick this over here with the other one and separate the manifold. Now debris already came out just a little bit, but the filter moves. The whole thing moves. Was hoping to see like more debris than that. It's probably more so built up in the center, but the back side looks to be, you see some of the slots are like filled, and catalytic converter sounds like that. So oh, now the debris is starting to creep out now. We got the new one, baby. Let's get this chain installed. I imagine this video is going to be long or whatever as far as me like editing, but I'm done. You can hear that the engine sounds good. It's not like running rough. So what I'm going to do now is back it out. I already cleared the codes. I'm going to pump some air in it, but let's just get it out for now because I'm tired of looking at it. I'm back on my test drive, and I more so had like an issue. So it was running fine, I guess, up until the engine started to heat more. So what realistically had happened for me was I ended up pulling out the post cat. That's the third cat. That's the one right under the midsection of the vehicle, right? And I mean, I didn't know it was like filled up until we started getting the same symptoms that came back again, but this time the engine stayed idling. It ran good on its own. So pulled out all this material from the cat that did fail, right? That's the material, whatever it is, built up in here. Carbon looks like it mostly, and materials from the catalytic converter, because I can see like the honeycomb stuff. I'm gonna wash this cat out because the filter inside of here is still intact. So if I just wash it out real good, and we're gonna put this right back in the car and call it a day, because my stepdad already basically spent like 4 something on the cat already. We ain't finna spending much money on a post cap, so we're just gonna wash it out, call it a day. The filter's still good in the inside. So I'm gonna conclude this goddamn video. I'm tired of concluding this goddamn video because this was a long goddamn figure outer.